Hi, we are on our 12th day of the workshop for how to prepare on job interviews. Here, in continuation to the previous session, we were talking about the political analysis that we need to do about the proposed employer. We have already completed the internally sourced politics. Now we are getting into externally sourced politics. As I already listed in the previous session, or somewhere when we started discussing about P for pestle, P for pestle at the same time P for political aspects. I was telling you there are two sources: internally sourced politics, externally sourced politics is the second one. In the externally sourced politics, first and foremost, what we can understand is the politics that exists at the local or state or provincial government. So this local, state or provincial government in its political impact directly or indirectly impacts the organizations belonging to that particular locality, that particular province or that particular state. So you should know about those issues. Why? That's the key question of our sessions always, isn't it? Why should we know? This local or political, provincial or state politics, how am I going to get affected by this? There are a number of reasons why you should know these things. First and foremost is the state or provincial politics straight away affects the organization's politics. So how it affects? If you are an employer, maybe you are in an employment where the board of directors or a group of members or only one owner, or there are few decision-making members, maybe stakeholders above your level. They belong to one party. The state or provincial government belongs to the other party, which are straight opposite to each other. So the policies may change. When the government changes the policies, naturally it affects the policies of the organization. Some governments will have developmental policies. Some governments will have growth-oriented policies. Some governments will have sustainability-oriented policies. Some governments will have self-oriented policies. Some governments will have some association to their national politics. So the national politics affects the state politics affects the company, the organization. So likewise, the local politics, the state, provincial or local politics, this way it affects hugely the organization. So it affects the organizational policies. It affects the growth of the organization. When the growth of the organization is affected, naturally who is going to be affected? You as an employee. So you should definitely know the proposed employer's political condition with reference to the state and local politics. Sometimes what happens when you are not aware of these political issues, you might be in shock after you join. To face that shock, you should know. I'm not saying that you should know these things and because of these reasons you don't choose the organization. No, that's not my idea. As we have already understood about self-analysis with reference to SWOT, challenges, you are understanding your challenges and preparing yourself to face the challenge. The same applies in terms of this aspect also. The political situation of the organization with reference to its state, province, or the nation, you should be aware of them so that after joining the organization, you might be well prepared to face them. Okay, why we should face, what are the challenges we are going to face? That is where why aspect comes. That we have already discussed. Now, how will I know if an organization has political issues with reference to its belonging state or province or nation? How will I know? Again, the state governments releases, government orders, reports and records that are published by government, budget releases, policy regulations releases, announcement regarding certain schemes, certain benefits, certain things which were in existence, maybe benefit services or schemes, withdrawn by the government, the announcement about these withdrawals. All these can affect with reference to the state political policies. So when a scheme is withdrawn, which you were enjoying, you are going to be affected or not? 100% you are going to be affected when you were enjoying a benefit and it is being withdrawn, isn't it? That's the reason why we should know. And how we should know is with all the releases of the government as well as the approvals or withdrawals of the government will make you understand before entering the organization itself whether your organizational politics with reference to state government is good or not good. To be noted for challenges. Okay, with this, let me conclude this session. Let's see about the national politics impact on organization in the next session.